That's the main Tiuguan or Tiuchang Stadium. Hey everyone, Sarant here. It's about 8:30. The girls at home, they're already crashed out, they're in bed. So I could either be quiet as a dormouse and sit in front of my computer and not do much for the rest of the night, or I decide what the heck, grab me a little blue beauty there and head out for a little evening bike ride. The weather's nice. It's nice and cool, but not cold. So that's really cool. And yeah, I'll show you what I've been seeing in the next part of the video. But yeah, this is life in China. When you got nothing to do at home, grab yourself a Gonggong Zhixingche public bicycle. Like I said, I've got a coupon for these bad boys, so I can literally ride this thing as many times as I want a day, every day for the next, I think I've got 20 some days left. And then I'll buy another coupon.
Rồi. 不是因为你没回家。下下一看一下啊，这下看见了。你下下一看一下啊，这下看见了。你下下一看一下。
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ
That's the main Tiuguan or Tiuchang Stadium. No event going on right now, but at nighttime they do turn on the big lights. So it's built for the Universiade Games. And right up these stairs, that's where I go do my daily bike riding. It's about a 1 kilometer loop. And I typically do 20 kilometers. Today I did 23. And I just ride around in circles and get my exercise away from all the hustle and the bustle. Not many street vendors out tonight. If there were an event in the stadium behind me there, there would be wall-to-wall people and street vendors selling everything under the sun. But for tonight, if you want a drink, you come over to one of these bad boys, you scan the code, and it's kind of an honor system, really. You scan the code, you open the cooler, you take out your drink, and away you go. There's no attendant. The coolers aren't locked, though I can guarantee there are, of course, cameras in there. So if you're taking more than you should, then they would know. But otherwise, yeah. That's the stadium. How cool is that? It's not clear enough what the text is on that message that was just scrolling up there, but it looks pretty darn neat nonetheless. This is kind of interesting. This is one of the many pedestrian underpasses in China. It's not a subway station. It's actually just a pedestrian underpass because it is quite a large intersection. It's 6 lanes in each direction, going all 4 directions. So it can be tricky to navigate if you're an older person or had kids, something like that. So in places like this, they will often put these really funky, very nicely lit pedestrian underpasses. I'm not going to use it right now. I am on my bicycle here, so I'll just show you what we got. There is a center lane that you could push your bicycle through here if you wanted to. And then it's kind of like an H. You go down in one corner and you can come out across the street over there, or over there, or if we go over to the other side here, over there. Another reason for this underpass is this is the Universiade Center. So in the past there were big events that go on here, and there still are. And that's also the University of Hong Kong Shenzhen campus right over there. So there technically could be a lot of students going. So you could come out over there, you could come out over there, you could come out over there and go in right here in Visky-Versky. How cool is that? All right. I'm going to continue my journey. Now this is something else you see, which is very common in China. We're still on the outside of the Tiuguan, but on the other side now. And in this big open area, we've got a group of people that are obviously very well organized that are practicing dance. I'm not 100% sure what the dance is. They seem to be slowly creeping towards me here. But they're all dressed in very nice outfits at the front. And yet the public is also encouraged and welcome to join in the back. You'll see people in street clothes that are kind of learning these moves as they go. And yeah, they could be a dance troupe that gets together and meets here on a regular basis to practice. There's no fees for them to do this. It's not like they need to rent a hall or a place to practice. And it's a very, very definitely well choreographed activity. This looks like all very young people. I love seeing the older ladies doing the fan dances and things like that. It's very beautiful. Okay, now the entire crew is starting to hang a right turn, slowly, of course. But very cool. Another really interesting aspect of life in China, and something that I could be involved in. I could probably park the bike on the side here and walk down and go to the end of the row, and they'd be happy to have me. But I'm going to keep riding. I'm out of breath at the moment just simply because I just came up a huge hill on a bicycle that's not quite the right size for me and has no gears. Woo! Now over here in the same area, we've got a enormous outdoor soccer field with easily 150 or more flagpoles behind it. I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera right now. There we go. Because this was for the Universiade Games in 2011. So there are teams inside right now playing, and I don't know if they're professionals or not. I suspect they're just a local group that rents the field on certain nights. But then on the outside of the field, they've got a really, really well taken care of running track. And that I know that anybody can just walk down there, put on their running shoes, and have a nice little jog. It's nice to come to places like this to do that, because you can very easily measure how far you've gone, and it's clean, it's safe, there's no traffic, there's places to rest, there's places to drink, there's lockers for your stuff. And again, it's just a free facility that's provided by the government of China. It's amazing. Oh, looks like the dancers just finished up behind me. They're all going off in different directions. So I guess that's my cue. I should be heading off too.